Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good day, everyone. Welcome to iTutor at MAHSA by Center for Pre-University Studies. So my name is Madam Masit Ahmad. So I will be the moderator for today's session. So without further ado, let me introduce the speaker for today's session. We have mathematics, whereby we're going to have Madam Siti Samia, as well as Mr. Alexander Ray, which going to be responsible for science subjects. So if you have any questions regarding this iTutor series, kindly drop your comments or kindly drop your questions in the comment box. Okay, so without further ado, let me proceed with the first session by Mr. Alexander Ray. Mr. Alexander.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Alexander, and today we are going to look at the subject science paper. Okay, and this is particularly aiming our commerce and art students. Okay, so let's look at the slides here. Okay, so SPM Science is actually code 1511. Okay, and today we are going to particularly focus on paper 2. All right, before we proceed with today's session, let me recap with you about the exam format. Okay, the exam format is as follows, where it consists of paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is 50 multiple choice questions where you have to answer all. So the marks allocated is 50 marks, whereas for paper 2, it consists of section A and section B. Section A consists of 4 questions, okay, and you have to answer all of them. All right, each question carries 5 marks, so 4 questions carries 20 marks. And section B is consists of 5 questions, where each question consists of 6 marks, and you have to answer them all as well. So the total marks is 30 marks. Section B focuses most only on the theory, which means that whatever you have learned from your textbook, from your reference books and notes. Okay, and section C consists of 3 questions. Okay, so in this part you have to be very careful because most of the students, they overlook the questions. All right, so here you have to answer question 10. Okay, the question 10 is compulsory. It is actually a writing a laboratory report. Okay, you'll be given a situation and you have to come up with an experimental report. And the total marks for this question is 10 marks. Okay, and moving on, we have question 11 and question 12. So here, the students can make an option whether they want to answer questions 11 or questions 12. So you have to choose either one. So the total marks here for this is 10 marks. So you must be wondering, how if I answer both questions? Yes, you are most welcome. Okay, you can answer the both questions, but the highest marks will be taken into your final consideration of marks. Okay, so the total marks for this paper 2 is 70 marks, which means that it carries the highest weightage. So you as a student, you must be well prepared for a paper 2. Okay, so the total marks for science paper consisting paper 1 and paper 2 is 120 marks. So these 120 marks will be converted into 100, which is going to give you a final mark. Okay, but today what I'm going to focus is that we are going to focus particularly on section A. All right, as I mentioned earlier, section A consists of 4 questions and each question is 5 marks, so total is 20. So in this part, the students must be able to score 20 over 20 because the questions, the answers, everything from your question booklet. Remember, yeah, when you go to your exam room or your examination hall, you're only going to have your question booklet. So utilize it properly, maximally to get the marks. So without further ado, let's move on with the first questions. Okay, I'm going to teach you the first question. Okay, if you look at the first questions, all right, it's a section A questions. It is actually experimental question. Okay, so here this is a concept of metal and non-metal. Okay, so you are given here one set of circuit, okay, consisting of batteries, switch, bulb, and a substance. Okay, so this is the concept of metal and non-metal. So what happens if, let's say, I close this switch, okay, and we have a substance. Okay, so after the experiment has been conducted, okay, they tested with 2 types of substance. Okay, so these are results of this experiment. So one we use iron rod, another one we use sulfur rod. Okay, and these are results, the condition of bulb. When I use the iron rod, it's light up. When I use the sulfur rod, it does not light up. Okay, so here what the students must do is that first you must know what is the aim. Okay, what is the aim? And most of the time you can get the aim from the question booklet itself. Look at the instruction. Moderator, can you read for me the instruction?
Diagram 1 shows an experiment to study the electrical conductivity of substance.
Yes, to study the electrical conductivity. Alright, so the answer is already given. Alright, so you already given the answer. So you just extract the answer and put in your question. Alright, so our aim today is to study the electrical conductivity. And how are we going to study the electrical conductivity? By looking at the condition of bulb, whether it is light up or it does not light up. Okay, and second thing, you must know what is the variable used. Okay, so for the variable, it's very simple. The answer is already in your question. Okay, remember, when you are given a results in a table form, what you're supposed to do is that your left side, okay, your left side is your MV, your manipulated variable, and your right side is a responding variable. Very simple. Where do I get the answer? From the question booklet. Okay, so here my manipulated variable is a substance. So what is substance used here? It's either iron rod or sulfur rod. My responding variable here is condition of bulb. Okay, it's either light up or does not light up. Okay, you must be wondering, sir, most of the time we don't get a table, we get graph. And how are we going to get the answer? No worries, it's very simple. Let's say you have a graph. Okay, you have a graph. Okay, let's say you have, we have what we call a mass. Okay, a mass. All right, let's say the mass is in kg, and then here we have what we call that inertia. Okay, so we know that the mass influences the inertia. All right, so here you can see the mass increases. As the mass increases, the inertia also increases. So from here, how am I going to get a manipulated responding? Very simple. Your x-axis is going to be your manipulated variable, and your y-axis is going to be your responding variable. Simple. Okay, now let's look at the question. The first question says the hypothesis of this experiment, and the marks allocated is 1 mark. So what is the hypothesis? Okay, hypothesis can be written in 2 ways. The first one is you can get from the graph. So what do we say? The greater the mass, the greater the inertia. But for these questions, I don't have a graph. So how am I supposed to get the hypothesis? No worries, just simply use the result. So the result is iron rod conducts the electricity. That is the hypothesis. Okay, so here you are going to write iron rod conducts electricity. Okay, you will get 1 mark. Some students will write iron rod causes the bulb to light up, also accepted, because both also test the electrical conductivity. Okay, all right, moving on to the next question. The next question is a bonus question where they ask you the manipulated and responding. The total marks here is 2 marks. Okay, why I'm saying bonus? Because the answer is already in the question itself. Okay, as I explained earlier. All right, so the manipulated variable here is, you look on the left hand side. So your left side is the substance and the right side is the condition of bulb. So left side is the manipulated variable and the right side is the responding variable. So manipulated variable, you just look at the substance. So the answer is substance. Okay, and some students will write type of rod. Is it accepted? Yes. Okay, you can write type of rod. Okay, and even some students will write iron rod or sulfur rod. Yes, we still do accepted. Okay, so you can write iron rod or sulfur rod. Okay, so here you can see we have 3 optional answers for you to get 1 marks. Okay, and same goes to responding variable. So what is my responding variable? My right hand side, which is the condition of bulk. So you can write condition of bulk. Okay, how if let's say other students, some students will give electrical conductivity? Yes, also accepted. Okay, so the moment you write this, you get 2 marks. Remember, the 2 marks I get from the question booklet. Okay, it's a bonus question. Alright, so the moment you answer these 2, you get 2 marks. So total, we already collected 3 out of 5 marks. So now let's look at another 2 more marks. Okay, moving on. The next question. Okay, the next question says that iron rod is a metal. Okay, based on this experiment, state the operational definition of metal. The question is very clear. They says that based on this experiment. In this question, most of the students will trap themselves. Why? Because they give a definition of metal. Okay, we know that metal is a substance that conducts electricity. If you write here, you're going to get a 0 marks because that is a theory definition. The question is asking you based on this experiment. So from this experiment, what tells us the metal? So what you're going to do is that you're going to look at the table. Okay, from the table. So between iron rod and sulfur rod, which one is a metal? So I know this one light up, so iron rod is a metal. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to define a metal. Okay, so metal is a substance, okay, metal is a substance that causes the bulb to light up. Okay, that causes bulb to light up. Okay, so from where I get the answer? Again from the question. Okay, so this is what we call an operational definition. Okay, operational definition means a definition from the experiment. Okay, from the experiment. Okay, next, the last question is 2 substances that can be replaced iron. This one is just to test your understanding whether you know this concept of this experiment or not. So which one we can replace the iron? So iron is a metal, so it lights up. So you're given the 4 choices, no worries. What is your role? You just have to pick and collect the last 1 marks. Okay, so you're given glass rod, copper, plastic, and lead. So it's very simple. You just have to choose the answer, which is a metal. So copper is a metal, lead is a metal. All right. So you will get the last 1 marks. If you put only 1, okay. If you put only 1, you're going to get 0 marks. Okay. You're going to get a 0 marks. So make sure you take 2. All right. Because the question says 2 substances. So you get a final 1 mark. So the total, you're going to get a 5 marks. So that is a question 1, section A. So we have 4 types of these questions. So you should be able to collect the 20 marks. That's why I'm telling you again, when you want to do these questions, make sure you read the instructions clearly. Okay, so if you have any further questions regarding section A, then drop your comments in the comment box. I will answer back. So with that, we go and move on with the next section with the mathematics. Here you go, moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for your outstanding explanation regarding paper 2, science subjects. So again, if you have any questions that you want to ask to the moderator, please drop your questions in the comment box. We will entertain the questions later. Okay, moving on to the next session, we have Madam Siti Salmia with us to explain on the paper 2 for mathematics. So, Madam Siti Salmia, okay, the mic is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam MAHSA. Okay, my name is Madam Siti Salmia, and also students always call me as a teacher Mia. Okay, today I'm going to explain regarding the mathematics subject, which is mathematics which is I will focus more to for paper 2. Okay. So before we proceed with the questions, okay, I want to explain regarding the format of question paper, which is for mathematics subject. Okay, for paper 1, we have MCQ question, which is 40 questions. You need to answer all the questions. Okay, the duration of time is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, for paper 2, okay, it is 2 hours 30 minutes, which is you have 2 sections. Okay, 2 sections, which is section A and section B. For section A, you need to answer all the questions, which is usually we will have 11 questions. And the marks for section A is 52 marks. Okay, and then we have another one, which is for section B. We have 4 questions, okay, 5 questions. You need to answer only 4 questions, which is the marks is 48 marks, which is for one question, it's around 12 marks. Okay, so today I'm going to focus on section A, okay, which is the question that you need to answer all. Okay, before we start, okay, because of this one is a mathematics subject, you must know the formula first, okay, before we proceed, okay. Next. Okay, today I'm going to teach regarding the straight line topic. Okay, in the straight line topic, there is only one formula. Okay, one is the most common formula for a straight line, which is, okay, the most important formula is y equal to mx plus c. Okay, you must know what is the meaning of m, and also you must know what is the meaning of c. Okay, for the m is gradient, and then c is y-intercept. That one is the most important thing. Okay, before that, okay, if you want to find the gradient, for example, okay, there is a one formula to find the value of gradient. Okay, the formula is m equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Only that formula. So the first thing, you must know the equation of straight line, which is y equal to mx plus c, and then you must know how to find the m value. And then another important thing is you must know the concept of x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, later I will explain what is the meaning of y-intercept and x-intercept. And then the last thing, you must know the parallel concept. If the two straight line is parallel, then you will have same gradient. The gradient must be same. Okay, you must remember that concept, because of if you don't know the concept of parallel, then you cannot solve the problem. Okay, I will show you 2 examples regarding this topic, and we go to the white. Okay, this one is example. First example of straight line question in the section A. For example, okay, the information given is, okay, we have several lines here, but you must read the question carefully. Which part is parallel line and also which part is not parallel line? If you can refer to the question on the screen, JK parallel, okay, which is the JK line, this line is parallel to RS. Yeah, this one is parallel. So, if these two lines is parallel, you must remember the concept of parallel, which is the gradient must be same. Okay, and then again, okay, we look at the information given in the question. The information given equation of KR. Given KR, which is, this one is y equal to 2x plus 2. Okay, given additional information, y equal to 2x plus 2. Okay, look at the first question. Okay, you need to find the y-intercept of KR line. So you need to find the y-intercept of KR line. Okay, so y-intercept and x-intercept. What is the meaning of y-intercept and x-intercept? Y-intercept meaning that the line is touches to your y-axis. We call it as the y-intercept. So for this one, okay, please refer back the formula given. Okay, the formula that I informed you just now, y equal to mx plus c. M is the gradient and then C is the y-intercept. Meaning that from the equation given, the equation is already given the y-intercept. Meaning that for the first question, the answer is y-intercept equal to 2. Which is the point is 0, 2 here. Okay. That one is first question. Usually, the first question is the easiest question. So, this one will give you 1 marks. So, because of you can directly get the value from the question given. Okay, second one, equation of JK. Okay, you want to find the equation of JK, which is the point K is not given. If you want to find the equation of JK, you must have your M value and C value. But if you want to find your M, you must have y2 minus y1. You must use this formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you want to directly get the equation of JK, you cannot find directly from here because of you don't have the K point. So what you need to do, you must use the concept of equation of JK is parallel to RS. So we find the M for JK line by using this line. So for this one, you have R point which is 0, 2, and then we have another one point which is S for 0, which is this S point is given in the question. So for this one, so look at the formula. The formula is this one, n equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, usually I will label first. What is your x1? What is your y1? What is your x2? What is your y2? So it's like a puzzle. You just sub in what is your x1, y1, x2 and y2. So 0 minus 2, usually we use this one. 0 minus 2 divided by 4 minus 4 minus 0. So the answer is negative 1 over 2. So M is negative 1 over 2. This one's gradient for RS. So gradient for RS equal to gradient of JK. So you already get your value of JK gradient. So if you want to form your equation, you must have your M, then you must have your C. So how to get C? By using 1 point from the line of JK. So given the point of JK, which is negative 2 and 8, okay, so you use the basic formula of straight line equation. This one is like your x, this one is your y, and then this one, the x is equal to negative 1 over 2. Then you just substitute into the equation. So here is equal to 8, m equal to negative 1 over 2, and then your x equal to negative 2, and then plus c. So this one will become 1 plus c, your c is equal to 7. Meaning that the y-intercept is equal to 7, we refer to this one. This one is 0, 7. So the equation of JK is, okay, the final answer, y equal to mx plus c, and then y equal to negative 1 over 2x plus 7. Okay, the question asks you to find the equation of JK. If you didn't write this one, meaning that you cannot get full mark. Usually for this question, it will give you 3 marks. Okay, for example, you just write until this one is 1 marks, and then this one is 1 marks. Okay, this one is 1 marks. You just only get 2 out of 3. So this one is how to form the equation of JK. Okay, we look at the last question, which is you need to find the x-intercept of JK. X-intercept meaning that x-intercept is y equal to 0. So by using the formula of JK, what is your JK formula? Y equal to -1/2x plus 7. So we substitute y equal to 0, -1/2x plus 7. So -7 equal to -1/2x. So your x equal to 14. So your x-intercept meaning that if you extend the line here, this one will intercept at x equal to 14. Okay, this one is one example. If you have, for example, a given point, then you need to find the m. So we look at the second example. Okay, we look at the second example of a question. Okay, we look at this question. Okay, for this question, given equation of AC, given the information in the question, AB is parallel to CD, and then given point A and equation of CD. You need to find equation of AC, and then there is an additional information given in the question, which is AC is parallel to y-axis. Okay, this one is parallel. So you need to find the equation of AC. For this one, equation of AC, if we can see that the equation of line AC, this equation will not intercept at y. So this one is just a straight line. So the answer for question number 1 is equation of AC equal to x equal to -4. There is no variable in this equation. So this one is just a straight line of AC. Okay, that one's simple. You just take the information given from the question. So the second one, equation of AB. You want to find the equation of AB, and then there is no information of point B. So given in the question, equation of CD. Because of CD is parallel to AB, so we can identify, we can determine the value of M of AB. So your equation of CD is equal to, y equal to, 1/3y equal to x plus 2. For the equation of CD, okay, if we want to identify the M value, we must go back to general equation of straight line equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equal to mx plus c, meaning that you need to rearrange this, become this one. So y equal to will become 3, you bring 3 to the right hand side, x plus 2, so y equal to 3x plus 6, meaning that from this equation you can identify your M. Okay, and then automatically you can get the M value for line AB. Okay, so M AB is equal to MCD, which is equal to 3, and then we need to find the y-intercept by using 1 point given in the question, which is -4 and 8. So again, we use the concept formula y equal to mx plus c. This one is your x, this one is your y, this one is your m. So your y is equal to 8, your m equal to 3, your x we have -4 and then plus c. So 8 equal to -12 plus c. So c equal to 8 plus 12. So c equal to 20. So your y-intercept is equal to 20. Again, look at the question. you need to find the equation of AB. So you must write your final answer y equal to 3x plus 20. So this one is the final answer. Okay, so you must remember that at the end of your answer, you must answer the question. Okay, the question asks you to find the equation, or the question asks you to find the gradient only or y-intercept only. So this one is your final answer. Last question, x-intercept. If you can see the pattern, okay, last question usually you need to find the x-intercept or y-intercept, depends on the question. So x-intercept of AB, meaning that your y equal to 0. So you substitute your y equal to 0 into the equation of AB. So your negative 20 equal to 3x. So your x equal to negative 20 over 3. So your x-intercept is negative 20 over 3. Okay, if we recap back everything in the solution, okay, the most important thing, you must know the basic concept, the basic formula, which is y equal to mx plus c, and then you must know the formula of m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This one is the most important thing in the straight line topic. Okay, so usually the pattern is quite similar, but depends on the information given. Okay, so only this for the example of how to answer straight line topic. So if you want to know more, please go with you can join our online courses, which is on next week. Okay, we go to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Samia. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for your wonderful sharing session on Paper 2, iTutor Series, MAHSA University. So I hope you are able to gain many informative knowledge in order to assist you to answer the Paper 2 in future. So feel free to fill in the survey form that already been pasted, link already been pasted in the MAHSA University Facebook account. So feel free to fill in the survey form, and as well as I would like to invite the participants or the viewers to join our online courses that will be held next Tuesday on 28th of July 2020. So feel free to ask any question regarding Center for Pre-University Studies as well as the online courses. So I think that's it from our side. Thank you. Don't forget to click like and share. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.